Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Garlet's High Performance Garage channel. Before I get to the main event of this video, I'm just going to say, today was a suck-ass fucking day. It was horrendous. Just wasn't a good day for me. So, anyway, this is going to be another electric car fuel discovery video. We're blowing up more of the planet to get all these hippies their electric car fuel. And I'm going to show you that. But before I show you that, I have some news. A lot of our politicians on the right are really starting to crack down on the EVs because they're very impractical. They're very they're very wasteful as far as building them. And the funniest thing about all of this, I should say not the funniest, but the most ridiculous thing of this whole EV push is how unavailable chargers are for these cars, how limited we are on the elements to make these lithium batteries, because as it turns out, there's not going to be enough lithium to make enough electric cars to supply every single person on the planet with one. It's just impossible. It's an unreachable goal. And they keep lying to you and telling you that it's going to happen. Biden has been trying to roll out a thing in Congress, and the Democrats have been trying to roll out a definite 2035 deadline for every American must buy an electric vehicle of some kind. By that time, they're going to try and make you buy one. They've been trying to pass a half-assed fucking bill in Congress and the Senate, and it's been DOA every time they try it because there's not enough people with any kind of common sense on board to commit to some kind of crazy-ass bullshit that is. And also, this is what I was saying here a second ago. The funny thing, it's not really funny, but the most ridiculous thing about all this, other than there's not enough lithium to go around for the batteries, that GM, Ford, and Chrysler have these electric vehicles piling up at dealerships, at their own facilities. Overseas, they're piling up in China. Teslas are piling up. And they can't get rid of these vehicles because, for one, there's not enough chargers for all these vehicles to start with. Number two, people don't want these vehicles because they are very limited in range as far as you traveling. You can only travel 300 or 400 miles on a charge with these vehicles, especially the trucks. Especially if you're towing something, the range goes way down when you're towing a boat, a camper, or if you just have anything in the bed, like a load of gravel maybe. But I know people don't haul shit in their trucks no more because they're pussies today. They're afraid they might scratch the paint. Oh my God, I'm going to scratch the paint in the bed. Ooh. And the beds aren't big enough to fucking haul anything but 2 fucking bicycles anyway. But anyhow, these vehicles are piling up. And I saw out in the Midwest and in the South, like around Tennessee, Texas, and places like that, these EVs, they've actually, some of the EV trucks, They have dropped the price $20,000 to try and get rid of them, and they can't get rid of them. This is shit you're not going to see on MSNBC, NBC, CBS, ABC. You're not going to see it on these liberal media networks. You're not going to see that kind of news. They want to hide the truth from you because that's what they're good at doing now. They're showing their true colors, and for some reason they're all doing this, I guess, because they're not actually, they actually don't want a republic or a democracy. They want socialism, which is bad, which is Nazi stuff. So they are going to lie to you. And pushing the electric car thing is just to limit your travel and to control you, and to be able, and for the government to be able to shut your car off. Hey, you're going into another zone. They're going to put everything in the United States going to be in zones, and you're going to be restricted to one zone. That's where you're going to be. You're not going to be allowed to go anywhere. They're going to kill the airline industry. Unless these rich elites, they're going to be the ones flying places. The average middle class and poor American, well, there ain't going to be no middle class. It'll just be poor and rich, super, super rich. And these super rich elites will get to go wherever they want, when they want, and use fuel and gasoline and whatever the fuck they want to use, while we sit in these little death camps in our shitty electric cars. Oh, well, I went too far to the edge of my 15-minute city. Oh, no, I can't go nowhere else. They won't let me. And if you mouth back to them, talk back to them, they're going to take you're going to be living on a social score like in China. They're going to take your fucking money away from you and say, fuck you, motherfucker. Since you badmouthed us, we're going to fucking starve you to death now. What do you think of that shit? That's what they're going to do. That's what's going to come. If we don't act, that's what's going to happen. And I saw that the Obamas are putting out a movie for this spring, pretty much in sealing the deal on what they want to do with the United States. They want to cause a civil war. That's why all these immigrants are coming across the border. They're putting them in towns that they've built. They have these hidden towns in the Midwest, flyover states where they bought all this farmland. Well, Bill Gates bought all the farmland, and the Obamas and all them have this stuff. You can sit and quote me on it if you want. I mean, you can do your research. You're probably not going to find nothing on it, but I was looking around on Instagram, and there's a couple guys on there that I'm subscribed to, that they find this stuff out and pass it along, because liberal media is not going to pass this along because they're in on it. But they're getting all these young men coming through the border, all these terrorists and young men from all over the planet, all over the fucking world. Young men. They're going to equip them with military shit, and they're going to be coming for you. They're going to be coming to get your shit, round you up, take you away from your home, put you in a city where you don't want to be. That's what they're gearing up for. That's why they have all these fuckers coming through the border down there. There ain't no women and children coming. There ain't no asylum seekers. That's bullshit. They're all coming here to military up, because our own military is not going to shoot on its own civilians, and they know this. They know it. So while they have our armed forces overseas fucking around with Ukraine and the Middle East over there, and Iran and stuff, have their hands full, these assholes are going to uprise, they're going to militarize them, and they're going to come for us. That's why we got to act in November 24 and vote them assholes out of there. Because when we get them out of there, then we're scot-free. We'll get our freedoms back. We'll get everything back that they're trying to take away from us. And they've distracted us with transgender horse shit and race ideology, which doesn't need to happen. I mean, I don't care what race you are. Y'all need to get up off your asses and do something about this. We all got to work together to save what we have left. So anyway, with all that shit aside that I'm talking about, making everybody's day shit, I'm going to tell you that the bullshit of the Biden administration is falling down around their ears, especially with the fucking Bidenomics. Bidenomics is working. No, it's not. Not for the United States, it's not. Might be for the Ukraine or Hamas or Iran. Maybe working for them people. But it's not working for us. So. But the EV scandal is slowly being torn down. You're going to see all these electric vehicles. They're going to be sitting around so much they'll just catch on fire. It's like a coal pile that you're not using, and you let it sit and sit and sit, and then it starts catching on fire, because they do that. It's the same with EVs. They catch on fire. It's their nature. They will. They can and they will, either when they're charging or just sitting somewhere. They will. Wait till a bunch of people start running them in the salt. Around the salt belts of the nation, they start running their electric junk cars. And then they catch on fire, lock them inside, and burn themselves to death. Because that's what's going to happen. You guys better get a glass breaker, hammer, or like that knife I showed you on that other video that I have. Cut your seatbelt, knock that thing in your window, crawl out of that piece of shit. Because it's designed to kill you. It is a fucking, what they call kill box. You're driving a fucking kill box around. So, everybody, here is your electric car fuel discovery video. Yeah. If we don't get this lunatic out of office, we're all in trouble, folks. We're in deep, deep shit. Plus, they're trying to pass, ouch, ooh, that still hurts. Anyway, they're trying to pass legislation to let the FCC control the internet too. So you will be limited on what you can do on there, and then they can pass disinformation and try to say that it's the real thing. They'll try to say that they're facts. And they're not facts. Me and my wife got in an argument about politics tonight. She hates listening to it because she's living in a sugar-coated topping world where everything's peachy keen and she doesn't see a problem with anything. And she asked me why I completely did a 180 from Democrat to Republican. And anybody with a brain that sees what's going on, because yes, I used to be a Democrat. I believed in what Democrats said. They said good things. They did good things in the past. I mean, I don't like the Clintons, but Bill Clinton was a damn good president back in the 90s. He brought us out of the brink. George Bush Sr. was running the country in the ground. I don't know why. I don't know what his fucking problem was. It seemed like he only cared about the rich, didn't care about the middle class. Jacked our taxes up, and the prices of things started going up. Bill Clinton got in there. We had a high deficit. It's a drop in the bucket compared to what it is now. It was a drop in the bucket back then, because it was only billions, and it's like in the trillions right now. So he brought the deficit back into black. He did the 3 strikes thing on crime, which was good. He took people off welfare that were abusing it. That was another good thing. But one thing I hated that he did was he started the NAFTA thing, the free trade agreement, which is fucking insane. That was a bad move. And the only reason he did that is because he got money for doing it. He got a payoff for doing it. And Hillary Clinton was actually trying to do the right thing when she introduced government health care. She was going to introduce free health care for every United States citizen. No matter who you are, you was going to get free health care. Well, all the big insurance companies jumped in and handed her a bunch of money. Well, that was gone. She just stopped it. Dropped that motherfucker like a bad habit right now. So it goes to show you what kind of person she is. She's a money-grubbing fucking whore, is what she is. She looks like a goddamn man. She probably has a dick, too. Like Obama's wife, boyfriend, whatever the fuck that thing is. Has a wiener. Anyhow. Now, Obama had a pretty good run, I thought. I voted for him. But he contributed to the race war that's going on. He opened that can of worms. He started that shit. He made a good legacy for himself, but right now, he is the one in Biden's ear. Biden is a puppet. He is nothing more but an old, geriatric, fucking Encino fuck. Is all he is. He is a fucking insane, senile, dementia motherfucker, and he needs put in a nursing home. He is unfit to lead anything. And they walk him around. He fucking shits his pants all fucking day. You can see the look on their faces when he shits his pants. And you see the look on his face. He's shitting his pants. Because all of a sudden he'll be like, and he'll shit his pants. You know he's doing it. You can see it. And then people that are downwind from him are like, oh my God, do you smell that? They know. Plus he even said when he was going to one of them helicopters, some reporters asked him how he was doing. He said his butt was wiped. He actually said that. His butt was wiped. So yeah. He is virtually insane. He's mentally ill. He is unable to be our president for real. So if somebody else is guiding him along, dragging him along, and if he stays in there, we'll be a big socialist government then. We'll be a communist government under a roll of idiots that want to turn you into a slave and they just want your money. So, I can't drill this in people's heads enough. Get the fuck out there in November and vote this asshole out of there. That's the only way things are going to come back to normal. And I don't care what anybody says. There's rumors going around that Obama's significant other is going to be shoved in his spot, or that moron from California is going to be shoved in the spot. That fucking Gavin dickhead who's promoting homelessness and lots of fentanyl use out there in California. It's pretty bad when they have a map of shit, of locations to stay away from in California because it's covered with human feces from drug addicts, of the homeless. Yeah, that's pretty fucking bad. But anyhow, everybody, enjoy this video. It's not real long. It's actually a pretty good shot. You get to see on there that they actually moved the debris away from the wall, which is pretty cool. You'll see that. And you'll see all the dust and stuff. And these hippies should get a hard on because, you know, we're pretty close to the electric car fuel when you do that. When we blast, move the debris, it's real close to getting that electric car fuel out. So it'll feed your voracious appetites of electric car driving. Yeah, excitement. Ooh. Oh my God, I can drive 300 more miles. And one other thing, they also mandated in California next year, actually in January, if you're a truck driver and your business is based in California, you will be held responsible for your internal combustion diesel semi-trucks. If they're so old, you have to get rid of them in your business. They're forcing you to get rid of them. And you will have to buy an electric truck. They're going to require all these trucking companies based in California that are hauling out of the shipping yards to use electric trucks, electric semi-trucks. Now, if that means they're gonna starve us to death, because you're not going to get anywhere. The truck weighs almost as much as the goddamn load it's going to be hauling. Because you're talking an ocean container that's, well, they're not quite 53 feet long. You're seeing ocean containers probably, I used to unload them all the time, and I can't remember how long they are. They're not that long. They're not 53 feet long. But you're dragging that, and your truck can weigh 80,000 pounds with the payload. The truck, including the payload, can weigh 80,000. That's the regulation. That's for 18-wheelers. Now, triaxles, which are like 12 wheels. Let me see, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, 12. Triaxles usually have 12 wheels. So their capacity with the weight of the truck and the payload is 73,000. Your truck can weigh 73,000. I've drove a couple of them that were over 100,000 pounds in the past, which is pretty fucking dangerous. They're brake burners, even with your Jake on. But anyway, these electric semi-trucks, so you'll have to have that. If you have a truck that is newer than 10 years old, you can run it. If it's internal combustion, you can run the diesel. But you can't buy any more diesel engines. You have to buy electric. If you're going to buy, you have to buy electric. And it can't be a used fucking diesel truck either. They have passed this ridiculous legislation in California to make these trucking companies. They're going to run these trucking companies out of business. They'll all pull out of California is what will happen. They'll all pull out. They'll come in there. They'll get their stuff from the port, and they'll take off. They'll all leave the state. That's what's going to happen. There ain't going to be shit out in California by the time it's all said and done. So anyhow, just thought I'd pass that on to you as well. That's all what I heard. That was out of the mouth of the legislators in California. They did this. I saw this today. Figured I'd pass it on to you. But on January 2nd, it is mandatory for all trucking companies to get rid of their trucks that are 10 to 12 years old or older. It can be 10 years old or 12 years old. But if it's older than that, you have to get rid of it and get it electric. You have to get a battery-powered fucking truck, which is not practical. Because you can go, 1,200 miles on 100 gallons of diesel? Yeah. You can go 300 miles on a charge on any EV truck, big truck, semi-truck. So you're going to drive 300 miles, and then you're going to have to find a charging station that's going to charge your big truck. And last I seen, these truck stops, none of the ones around here I know of, have charging stations. Because it's insanity. How do they think they're going to supply all this power? They can't. It's impossible. It's like making a set of wheels for a car, and they don't make tires to put on it. What are you going to do? Oh, well, I have an idea. We'll just keep making the wheel. Even though there ain't no tires to go on it, we'll just make the wheels anyway. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make sense. It's completely fucking ridiculous and stupid. I don't understand why they would do this, other than to control everybody and to keep you from getting supplies, bringing you to your knees, so it's easy for them to come take your shit and take you. So, all right, everybody, like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that shit. Christmas is just around the corner, literally. Another week it will be. It'll be here. So, I will see you all in the next one. Blowing some shit up today. Once again, our relentless hunt for electric car fuel never ends. Haven't even started the countdown yet, so let's check it out. See what we got here. Gonna be blowing shit up right here in this spot here today. Right here. Right there. The seismograph set up. It's funny, all they do is set up. They have like this fuse they put against that wire. So they run wire down those holes.
Go ahead.
And they hit that fuse on those wires and it sends an electrical charge out through there. And it sets them all off. It's pretty awesome.
3 minutes to blast.
Okay. We got a 3-minute count. Two minutes to annihilation. So it'll be a lot less for you. Get my 90s camera angles in. Dun, 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 dun. We have 1 minute. 1 minute to ignition. And there will be more electric car fuel. Well, Mubby's getting in position. What the fuck's he doing? Alrighty then. Maybe just going to do it from there.
30 seconds.
30 whole seconds. Probably look like a chili fart gone wrong. It's probably about all it's going to look like.
Seconds.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. we go. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I don't know what the point was in drilling just those 2 rows. I think there was 3 there they drilled. Don't know what. I don't understand what's going on. I guess I should never ask questions. Doesn't matter. Eye of the storm. Yeah, there you go, hippies. More fuel for your electric cars, you hippie bastards. You hippie sons of bitches. You know, say, hey, check that shit out. Where you going? Wait for me. Hey, hey, motherfucker, you forgot me.
Take care, Mike.
Was a good bit that blew out there. It actually carried out from the wall and actually shoved it out there. I was surprised. You have a shot every once in a while that's has a little logic to it. Really dusty. Egg smell again. That's chili fart. Boy, they really knocked that one back from the wall there. That really came out of there. Pretty awesome. I don't know why they're doing
Shots
this.
all clear. Shots all clear.
These half-assed shots, man. I don't understand what's going on. You have this whole big hunk here to hit yet. And after that, we'll be going on the other side of the office trailer, which is back in a complete different direction from where we're going. It's going up over the hill behind me. Oh, the stink. Oh, I guess I better try to back out of here, huh? Well, everybody. Oh, shit. Well, everybody, that wasn't too bad. Better get down there and do something now. Have to get out of my little hiding place, take off, and go do more of my fucking job. Alrighty. Everybody, have a good one. Like, share, comment, subscribe. See you on the next electric car fuel discovery. Have a good one, everybody.